Game 5 of a 5-game homestand for the Burlington Sock Puppets, who welcomes the Greenville Flyboys to town for Game 2 of a 2-game set. Tonight, it's a 7-inning showdown between the second-place Flyboys and the second-place Sock Puppets. Night 1, not one that Burlington wants to replicate, a 17-5 thrashing at the hands of the Flyboys. Sock Puppets gave up 18 walks, 4 hit by pitches, 22 free passes in that one. Greenville just 17 runs on only 7 hits. 5 Burlington miscues in the field led the Flyboys to that Saturday night win. Burlington used 5 arms, hoping to use fewer today, and it starts with who's on the mound. It's Andrew Steinhaus, the right-hander from Radford, making his 5th start of the summer, a 5.06 ERA across 16 innings of work. He's back on the mound for the first time in 14 days. That was when he went 5 innings, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, all 4 earned, 6 walks, and 5 strikeouts. He threw over 100 pitches in that outing 2 weeks ago. He's had plenty of time to rest, and we'll get you the reasoning why Andrew Steinhaus has not seen the hill in over a week and a half. But on the Greenville side, it's another right-hander, 6'2 freshman from Queens University of Charlotte, Matthew Egan. A 4-pitch mix, fastball, curveball, slider, and a change, making his 5th start of the summer. No decisions so far in those 6 appearances. A 7.36 ERA through 14 2/3. His last start, probably his best of the summer. He went 5 1/3, gave up 7 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 1 walk, and 6 punch-outs. That was in a 4-2 loss to Bluefield, who now owns first place by 2 whole games on the Sock Puppets. Ridge Runners battling it out with the Axemen tonight. Sock Puppets and the Flyboys going at it right here, right now. 2 teams on each side that are both in playoff positioning right now, but after a Pulaski win earlier today, a Burlington loss would drop them out of the playoff picture, at least for the time being, for the first time this season. We're about set to go. It'll be lefty, righty, lefty. Due up for the Flyboys here in the top of the first. It starts with the center fielder, Reed Hare. Steinhaus to the windup. His first pitch is foul tipped back into the screen, and we are underway a minute early here at Burlington Athletic Stadium. A 5:29 first pitch. 89 degrees, cloudy skies. We just saw a light, and I mean light, drizzle for about 5 minutes. But now everything cleared up as the 0-1 comes home. This is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here to the leadoff man, Hare, who was 1 for 3 but had 5 RBI. In that 12-run victory a night ago. Steinhaus looks in, gets his sign to the motion. Up and away, 91-mile-an-hour two-seam fastball, and Hare's ahead in the count, 2-1. 4-pitch mix off the right hand of Andrew Steinhaus, the 6'4 sophomore from Radford. Two-seam fastball, cutter, slider, and a change. Steinhaus rocks and fires. 2-2 is fouled back. Fastball on the outer third. Steinhaus just trying to pound the zone in this one, something that the Burlington pitching staff collectively could not do a night ago. 18 walks, 4 hit by pitches in a 9-inning game. 2-2 from Steinhaus. Flared foul left side. Is clear, top of the first. No score. Here to the leadoff man, Reed Hare, center fielder from Charlotte. Steinhaus kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Cutter on the top shelf gets Reed Hare to swing and miss, and we are underway. 1 down here in Burlington. Reed Hare, after collecting 4 walks a night ago, he's punched out today. As we look at how Burlington lines up the field defensively, catching balls and strikes, it's Brian Carruthers, the backstop from St. Bonaventure. Left to right in the infield, Bromley Thornton, Preston Youcher, Orlando Fernandez, and Caden Combs over there on first. Peyton Miller, the right-handed shortstop from Gonzaga, steps in. Right on right, first pitch, he squares to bunt, and it's fouled down the right field line. Instead, it was ball 1. It looked to be on the bottom rail, and Miller must have pulled back So instead, it's a 1-0 count. Steinhaus winds and fires. Called strike, another one down and away. 1-1 on Miller after a bit of confusion on that first pitch. Left to right in the outfield, it's a clean defense. 3 guys that have committed 0 errors over the course of the summer. Zach Jackson in left, Chance Jennings in center, and Wade Shelley in right as the 1-1 fouled straight back. Steinhaus back ahead in the count, 1-2. Floyd boys didn't have to work too hard for their runs yesterday. 17 across the plate on just 7 hits. Base is clear, top of the first, 1-2 from Steinhaus. Breaking ball swung on and on a couple of hops, grounded to third. Thornton pulls Combs off the bag and a slide into first. Miller is out after Combs got down in the dirt and laid it down on the shortstop. 2 up, 2 down, top of the first. Not a great throw from Thornton, but a nice job from Combs to recover. Brings up the dangerous Ezra McNaughton, who did a little bit of damage yesterday, 2 for 3 with a couple of RBIs, but also walked twice and was hit by a pitch. Batting .383 from the left-handed batter's box. Played first yesterday, DHing today. Steinhaus, the first offering, is lined to the second baseman Fernandez, who gloves it and records the 3rd out of the inning. So McNaughton, well, he's pretty lethal in that left-handed side. He delivers a first pitch line out off the bat at 101 miles an hour, and Andrew Steinhaus goes 3 up, 3 down, something Burlington did once a night ago, and it came in the 9th inning, but they do so in the first here tonight. And on the other side, it's Ariel Antigua, Orlando Fernandez, and Caden Combs due up right here on the home of Sock Puppets Baseball. Here at Burlington Athletic Stadium, Greenville, nothing. Burlington set to come to the plate for the first time today. We'll send a trio of righties. Rarity at the top of this Burlington order. It's usually Dom Krupinski and DJ Merriweather, at least somewhere in that top half. But those 2 with the day off today. Burlington sends 8 righties in its lineup, just 1 lefty. It's Ethan and Zach Jackson. As they face Matthew Eaton, making his 5th start of the summer. Right-handed freshman from Queens University, starting 4-pitch mix for the 6'2", 190-pounder. Fastball, curveball, slider, and a change. They'll face Ariel Antigua, Orlando Fernandez, Caden Combs. No score. Burlington trying to snap this 3-game losing skid, its longest of the summer. For the first time, it's got a chance to remove itself from the playoff picture. After a Pulaski win today, the River Turtles and Sock Puppets are knotted at 18-14 for that 2nd place in the East Division. Top 2 teams from each side make it. Right now, Bluefield with that commanding 2-game advantage. Ridge Runners 8-2 in their last 2. Burlington 5-5 in their last 10. First pitch from Egan is outside, ball 1, and actually a late scratch from Ariel Antigua. It's DJ Merriweather in the left side. So it is a lefty. Now, at least for the time being, it's 7 righties and 2 lefties. But Ariel Antigua, late scratch. We did not receive word on that, as another pitch misses up and away. 2 balls, no strikes. A bizarre start for the Burlington lineup. Antigua batting .517 this summer, but not getting the start here today. 2-0. On the outside corner, called strike, 2-1. Merriweather hitting .322 this summer. Junior from Austin P. 2-1. Taken for a called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases clear, bottom of the first. Egan shakes off a couple of signs from his backstop, Dylan Jackson. First pitch, swing and a miss. DJ Merriweather goes down on strikes to begin this game, replacing Ariel Antigua. So the DH is 0 for 1 today. Now Orlando Fernandez steps in. Second baseman 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts last night. Batting .302. He's hitting .391 this summer with the bases empty. First pitch. Swung on, drilled, right center field. Jordan's back in front of the track, and the two converge. Hare and Jordan collide in right center field in the gap, but Jordan's the one that hauls it in. Fernandez gave that one a ride off the bat at 95, but it settles down in front of that warning track. 2 up, 2 down, and quick work so far for Matthew Egan. Just 6 pitches and 2 outs. Now Caden Combs set to step in. Sporting a 4-game hit streak, hitting .239. He was 1 for 3 with a couple of RBIs yesterday. He's recorded 5 doubles in the last 4 games. His first pitch is taken downstairs. Slider at 78, 1-0. With the bases clear. 2 down. Pitch. This one up and away, and that one is a strike. One. Egan kicks and delivers. Outside, ball 2. League-wide off day tomorrow. Burlington hits the road to take on Bristol on Tuesday and Wednesday. State Liners came in and took 2 out of 2 against the Sock Puppets earlier this week. 2-1. Popped up, fouled out of play. 2s across the board to the first baseman Combs, heading to Auburn in the fall. Facing Egan here in a 2-2 count. Bromley Thornton is on deck, the third baseman from UNC Wilmington. Right now, the 2-2 from Egan. Fastball up and away at the letters, 3-2. Combs trying to be the Burlington first base runner of the game. Two away. The pitch. Grounded right side, past the diving second baseman Jace Patton into right field for Caden Combs, who has a 5-game hit streak now. The right-hander is certainly feeling it. As we look at Greenville defensively, it's Dylan Jackson, the catcher, left to right in the infield. Cameron Kim, Peyton Miller, and Jace Patton at second, who just tried to make that sliding stop. Couldn't do it. Lane Akers at first after getting the day off yesterday. We move into the right field, and in the outfield, it's Micah Jordan, the right fielder from Virginia Tech. Center field, Reed Hare, and the left fielder, TJ Adams. Bromley Thornton digs in, right on right. First pitch out of the stretch from Egan. Inside, above the knees, ball 1. Egan's first hit of the day allowed. Comes off the bat of Caden Combs. 1-0. High High chopper left side and fouled. Cameron Kim had to leap to prevent it from going over his head and into left field, but it doesn't matter. To the left of the foul line, and the count's 1-1. One with 2 away. Slider well above the letters, 2-1. No score, bottom of the first. Andrew Steinhaus went 3 up, 3 down in the top. And now Burlington trying to spark a 2-out rally. 2-1 to Thornton. Popped up right side and fouled. Past the bleachers into the concourse. Count levels 2 balls, 2 strikes. Greenville was walked off a couple of nights ago in Danville. Back on the right foot after a resounding victory yesterday. 2-2. Thornton stays alive, spoils a 82-mile-an-hour changeup. Still 2-2 on Thornton with Preston Youcher on deck. Third baseman hitting .222 this summer. That's Thornton. Set to face Egan. The delivery. Slider away. Thornton holds and works the count full. Back-to-back full counts here from Egan. First one was to Combs, who he delivered an opposite field single. And now this one to Thornton. Another right-on-right battle. 2 lefties, 7 righties in this Burlington order today. Payoff from Egan. Combs on the move. Hit up the middle on a line. Hare back on it, and it holds up. And Hare makes the play for out number 3. Smoked off the bat of Thornton, 100-mile-an-hour exit velocity, but no damage done. Through 1 in Burlington. It's no score between the Flyboys and Sock Puppets. Steinhaus back to work in a scoreless ball game. Top of the second, and Burlington trying to pick up a bounce-back win. We've got an apology to offer. A couple of nights ago, you might have flashed a graphic that suggested Sage Kimbrough, our PA announcer, was the reason for these losses. But instead, Burlington here on this 3-game losing streak. They've done it the last couple of nights without Sage. We'd like to apologize to our PA announcer, who's back in the booth today, trying to pick up another win for the Sock Puppets. Obviously, we want the facts, and that was an opinion. We'd like to apologize to Sage and the Sock Puppets faithful for this blunder. Right on right, first pitch from Andrew Steinhaus to Lane Akers, excuse me. The first baseman is taken inside for ball 1. 1 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts last night, or a couple of nights ago, as 1-0s on the bottom shelf for a called strike. Akers' day off yesterday, but last played on Friday against the Otterbots. That was when he was 1 for 4 with a couple of punch outs. 1-1. Slider outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Steinhaus a clean frame in the first. 1-2-3 with a strikeout. 2-1. Swung on, punch down the right field line, and fair. Could be extra bases for Akers, who turns around first, but Shelley quickly shovels it in. A leadoff single for the first baseman. Akers gives Greenville its first hit of the game. Brings up Cameron Kim, right-handed third baseman from UCLA, set to transfer to Cal State Fullerton. Launched a 3-run bomb out of the yard yesterday. He steps in for the first time with a runner on first. Steinhaus sets in from the stretch. His first pitch is up and down the middle for a called strike. (0-1) on Kim, batting .278. Recorded a hit in 3 consecutive games. Steinhaus trying to retire him here as the 0-1 is cut on and missed. 89-mile-an-hour cutter up and in. Kim swung it at a .286 clip for the Bruins this past summer. 0-2. Takes downstairs, ball 1. One, 2 on Kim. It was his 3rd home run of the summer last night in that 17-5 win. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Andrew Steinhaus gets him on the 89-mile-an-hour two-seam fastball at the letters. Kim under it, and Steinhaus with his second punch out of the game. It sends one down in the top of the second. Chase Patton now the second baseman. Digs in the right-handed batter's box. Batted 5th yesterday, down a spot today for manager Jack Wilson. Right on right, Steinhaus. Checks a first, now goes home. First pitch fastball up and in, taken for ball 1. Patton drew 3 walks a night ago. Also collected a hit. 1 for 3. 1-0 with Akers on first, and now a throw over to first, and Combs applies the tag. It's not in time to get Akers. First baseman has stolen 2 bases this summer. Not a big lead as he continues to shuffle off the bag. 1-0. Called strike, bottom rail. 1-1 now on the second baseman from North Central Texas Junior College. Originally from Frisco, Texas, staying in the Lone Star State for his college ball, over to North Carolina tonight for this matchup. 1-1. Popped up, right side, curling out of play. 1-2 on Patton. Just 7 innings tonight in the Appy League. Full slate of action across the league. Pulaski and Elizabethton have already gone final. River Turtles took it in extras over the River Riders. 1-2. Check swing. Did he offer the appeal down to the base umpire? Denies Johnson. He says he did not. 2-2 now on Patton. Two, 1 away. Top of the second. Righty Steinhaus deals. Grounded up the middle. Chance for 2. Youcher steps on second for 1. Throws to first. It's in time. It's a 6-3 double play, and Steinhaus surrenders the leadoff walk but faces the minimum here in the top of the second. No score between the Flyboys and Sock Puppets. Youcher, who just made the play in the field, will be leading off in the home half, followed by Wade Shelley and Brian Carruthers right here on the home Sock Puppets Baseball. no score between Greenville and Burlington, and the Sockers send in with 5, 6, 7 hitters to the plate. Preston Council, Wade Shelley, Ryan Carruthers, and a trio of righties facing right-handed starter Matthew Egan. Retired the side after a 2-out single from Caden Combs. Back to his second inning of work. And 5 1/3 in his last start a week ago. Trying to get deep into this one as well here in the 7-inning Sunday showdown. Right on right from Egan. From the windup, he sends it home. Swing and a miss. 87-mile-an-hour fastball on the top shelf. Yautja under it for strike one. Both Greenville and Burlington with 18 wins. The Sock Puppets with 2 more losses, though. Sporting that 18-14 record. Greenville at 18-12. The 0-1. Grounded foul. Took a couple of hops and rolled backwards. A little bit of backspin off the stick of Yautja. Holds, tough take on the outer. Third, but it's upstairs for ball one. Shortstop 1 for 18 with the bases empty this summer. Leading things off here in the bottom of the second. No score. Egan shakes off 2 signs from the backstop Jackson. Now nods, winds and deals. Outside, count levels 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rising freshman heading to Penn State. Yautja has driven 21 runs in, making his 23rd start today. 2-2 from Egan. Swung on, lifted, high in the air, deep right field. Jordan back in front of the track, ranging towards the line. He holds it in for out number 1. Burlington making loud contact with Matthew Egan right now, but outside of the lone hit from Caden Combs, none have fallen. It's the 4th ball off the bat for this Burlington offense through 5 hitters, where it's recorded an exit velocity of more than 90 miles an hour. In steps Wade Shelley for the first time today, right on right. First pitch, cut on and missed. Slider down and away. Shelley making his first start since Tuesday, nursing a strained rotator cuff. Back in the lineup, wearing a brace on that right shoulder. And an 0-1 count here with Egan. Fastball outside. Below the bottom rail, ball 1. Right fielder batting .254, heading to Auburn in the fall. He'll pair with Caden Combs with the Tigers in the spring of 2026. It's 1-1. Popped up right side. Tailing out of play. Akers, the first baseman, over and watches it as it falls in front of the bleachers for strike 2. Shelley in that last appearance back on Tuesday in Danville was 0 for 3. Was slotted to start on Wednesday in Game 2 of that series against the Otterbots, but was a late scratch. But back here today after half week off. 1-2. Well outside, 83-mile-an-hour curveball. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Shelley batting .385 with the bases empty. .254 over the course of the summer entirely. 2-2 with 1 away. In the dirt. Count works full to Wade Shelley. Already the 3rd full count that Matthew Egan has worked himself into. Just in the bottom of the second, 1 gone. Nobody on. Egan has fired 29 pitches in this one already. His 30th will come after a couple of shakes from the suggestions from Jackson. Now he nods and delivers. Hit up the middle, off the leg. of Egan. He has to chase it towards third, and he has no choice but to swallow it. Shelley beats it out off the bat at 96 miles an hour. Another one that was scorching from the right-handed batter's box for the Sock Puppets, and now a check out on the pitcher, Matthew Egan. That one came quickly. It looks like he's smiling and kind of shaking it off. We'll prompt a check regardless. It'll be Wade Shelley on first with one away here in the bottom of the second, and that was about as routine of a check as you can get. Matthew Egan will throw a couple of pitches without a batter in the batter's box. Just make sure he's all good. The first one was pretty high. Jackson had to get out of his crouch to snag it. So Wade Shelley aboard, second hit of the day, and they both come from the Burlington Sock Puppet future Auburn Tigers. Caden Combs in the first, now Wade Shelley in the second. Egan throws 3 pitches and gets the A-OK from the skipper, Jack Wilson. In his second season with the Flyboys, father of Jacob Wilson, batting .335 in his second MLB season with the A's. 6th overall draft pick back in 2023. Right there at the top with the likes of Paul Skeens, Max Clark, Wyatt Langford. Jacob Wilson right there in that top 10 was just selected to his first All-Star game in his second year in Oakland. His father trying to get Greenville a further first place lead. His first pitch to Brian Carruthers swung on, grounded to short. Miller goes to second for one. The relay to first in time, and Brian Carruthers grounds into a double play. So both in the top of the second and the bottom of the second, a couple of starters give up singles but work around it and face the minimum after ending double plays. This one 6-4-3 to retire the side. We head to the third. No score between Greenville and Burlington. Through 2, no score between Greenville and Burlington, and the Flyboys send their 7, 8, 9 hitters to the dish here in the top of the third. Dylan Jackson, TJ Adams, Micah Jordan the minimum, as right now Andrew Steinhaus has worked 6 up, 6 down, gave up a single to the cleanup man Lane Akers, but stranded him after Jace Patton grounded into an inning-ending double play. Right on right to Dylan Jackson. First pitch is swung on and skied. Right side, Caden Combs into the Greenville bullpen, and he glances as it lands into the third base bleachers. 0-1. So Steinhaus, 2 strikeouts so far through 2 innings. Went 5 innings a couple of weeks ago in his last start. Gave up 4 hits, 4 runs. Right on right here in the 0-1. Swung on, flared on a couple of hops to the first baseman Combs, who grounds. He takes it to first himself to retire Jackson. 3 unassisted, 1 down. Top of the third, no score between the Flyboys and Sock Puppets. TJ Adams, the left fielder from Arizona, batting .263. Right-hander, Steinhaus deals. First pitch fastball outside, 1-0. Adams was 0 for 2 yesterday, but reached 3 times, all on walks. 1-0. Outside corner, called strike, 1-1. Adams batting 7th yesterday, down a slot to the 8th hole today. 1-1. Grounded right side, ranging over towards the bag is Fernandez. He throws on to first in time. 4-3, there's 2 gone. Steinhaus working through this Greenville order the first time around with efficiency. Brings in Micah Jordan, the right fielder from Virginia Tech. 1 for 5 with a strikeout last night. Batting 9th back-to-back days. Leads the Appy League in stolen bases. First pitch he takes up high, ball 1. He swiped 16 bags this summer. Coming off a strong freshman season with Virginia Tech, where he swung in at a .250 clip. 1-0, tap foul. Went after the two-seamer up in the zone. One, 2 down, top of the third. No score between the Flyboys and Sock Puppets. Steinhaus delivers. That one also upstairs. This time Jordan doesn't go after it, and he holds for ball 2. Two-1 with 2 gone. Inside at the letters, 3 balls, 1 strike. Working ahead on Jordan is really the key to getting this right fielder out. Just 2 for 39 when behind in the count, but right now he's ahead on Steinhaus. 3-1 the advantage. From the windup, the pitch popped foul. Count runs full. It'll be the first full count from Steinhaus in this one. Base is clear. Steinhaus shakes off one. Now nods from Carruthers. He kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. 3 up, 3 down once again for Andrew Steinhaus. And through 3, the right-hander from Radford has went 9 up, 9 down into the home half. Burlington trying to snap its scoreless stretch. Zach Jackson, Chance Jennings, and DJ Merriweather due up. third. Burlington, Greenville still knotted. Nothing. Zach Jackson, Chance Jennings, and DJ Merriweather. Lefty, righty, lefty. Due up facing the right-handed starter from Queens University, Charlotte. Matthew Egan still working through this Burlington lineup the first time around. Jackson, the left fielder, rounded into a couple of double plays last night. Freshman from Duke, set to transfer to Virginia in the fall. Facing the first pitch from Egan. It's down in the dirt, ball one. Jackson just 1 for his last 17, slumping in that left-handed batter's box. 0 for 4 with a strikeout yesterday. Trying to get back on the right foot, and a 1-0. Up at the letters, 2-0. Base is clear. Egan nods, winds, and deals. Swung on, left side, over the head of the shortstop Miller into left field, and Zach Jackson, in his first trip to the plate, delivers a leadoff single in the bottom of the third. Good to see one drop for Zach Jackson. Puts the leadoff man aboard, and Chance Jennings, now the center fielder, heading to USC Aiken after first year with Winthrop. Takes a couple of signs from Torrey Pettiford, and this is a dangerous 1-2 punch right here with Jackson and Jennings in terms of speed. Zach with 7 stolen bases. Chance, he's got 8. As brief time called from home plate umpire James Chestnut. Jackson being held on at first by Akers. He creeps off the bag. Egan sets and from the stretch. First pitch grounded left side. A chance for 2. Kim goes to second for 1. A sliding Jackson. Throw on to first is not in time. So Jackson, the lead runner, cut down. And Jennings, that speed, does end up helping, and it saves Burlington from grounding into its second double play of the game. First time through the order complete for the starter Matthew Egan. Back to the leadoff hitter DJ Merriweather, who replaced a late scratch Ariel Antigua, and by a late scratch we mean a late scratch. Within the first couple minutes, Ariel Antigua was introduced when we did the starting lineups as the leadoff designated hitter, but instead it's DJ Merriweather. Jennings, sizable leadoff at first. He takes off. First pitch outside. The throw down is not in time. It was offline. Miller had to come across his body to apply the tag for Jennings. And the center fielder has his 9th stolen base of the summer. Merriweather struck out swinging to begin this game in the first. Facing Egan for the second time today. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Change up below the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. So it was supposed to be 8 righties, 1 lefty for Burlington today, but DJ Merriweather, with his late arrival into the lineup, gives the Sock Puppets its second left-handed hitter. 1-1. Swung on, tapped foul. Behind in the count, 1-2. Merriweather yesterday 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts. Behind 1-2 here. Egan comes set, peeks at second, and goes forward. Merriweather holds, it's outside for ball 2. Tough take there from DJ and a 2-strike count, but he holds his swing. Two, 1 away. Bottom of the third, no score. The pitch, grounded right side. Jennings advances to third. Patton Gloves goes to first and beats Merriweather. 2 down, bottom of the third, but game's first run potentially just 90 feet away with Chance Jennings. Brings in Orlando Fernandez, 19 RBIs this summer, but 0 for 1 today. right on right. Defense playing him straight up. Egan has thrown 40 pitches today. His 41st on the way home. Grounded left side and foul. No score between Greenville and Burlington. It was a slow start yesterday for the two sides as well. It wasn't until the third inning that we got the game's first run. Greenville put up an 8 spot there. 0-1. Misses away and kicks away from Jackson. Jennings on the way home. No throw, and Burlington strikes first. It's on an errant pitch from the starter Matthew Egan. Chance Jennings, who reached on a fielder's choice, comes all the way around, courtesy of some small ball. It's Sock Puppets 1, Flyboys nothing. Bottom of the third. So a nice job there around the bases for Chance Jennings, who beat out a double play ball. Advanced to second on a stolen base, went to third on another ground out, and then takes home the pass ball. 1-1 to Fernandez with the bases clear. His check swung, but he went around. 1-2 to Fernandez. Burlington has not lost 3 games in a row all season. They come into this one losers of their last 3. 1-2. Fouled straight back. Here we go, Lando. Here we go. Here we go, Lando. Here we go. Here we go. Second baseman was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts yesterday. He had the day off in the field. He DH'd. Today he's over on second. 1-2 with 2 away. Bottom of the third. Burlington leading 1-0. Taken downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two on Fernandez. Egan sets and deals. Swung and missed in the dirt, and Jackson applies the tag to the second baseman to retire the side, but Burlington gets on the board after a pass ball, scores Chance Jennings. Third of the way home, or actually almost halfway home here on Sundays in the Appy League. We're playing just 7, so through 3, and Burlington with that early advantage. 1-0. Andrew Steinhaus back to work on the other side. Top of the fourth, Andrew Steinhaus returns to the hill for the first time now with run support. It's 1-0 Sock Puppets on the high road. And back through his second trip around the order, it's Reed Hare, Peyton Miller, and Ezra McNaughton, the 1-2-3 hitters that Andrew Steinhaus retired in order in the top of the first. Steinhaus went 9 up, 9 down. Did allow a hit to Lane Akers to begin the second inning, but worked around it with an inning-ending double play. Right on left to Hare, the first pitch. It's taken outside for ball 1. Hare struck out swinging in the first. Steinhaus has collected 3 punch-outs so far today. From the windup, Steinhaus. Another pitch outside, 91-mile-an-hour fastball, 2-0. Center fielder Hare batting .316 this summer after going 0 for 10 with Charlotte this past spring. Sophomore season with the 49ers. 2-0, fouled back. Hare, though, timely hitting as of late. He's had 15 RBIs in the last 10 games. He's got 28 this season, but stepping in with nobody on. 2-1, fouled back. Steinhaus got away with one there. Fastball right in the heart, 2-2. Hare 4 walks a night ago. 2-2. Outside. Count runs full to Hare. Steinhaus got through those first 3 frames with just 34 pitches. His 6th here in the 4th is in a 3-2 count with the bases clear. Lined right side and foul. Off the bat at 102. Fastball in at the letters of Hare, and he yanks it down the right field line. 3-2 the count on Hare. Steinhaus winds and fires. Called strike 3, and instead an appeal down to first. It must have been a check swing, but Hare is rung up by the base umpire, Denias Johnson. 1 down, Steinhaus' 4th strikeout of the game. Peyton Miller, the shortstop from Gonzaga, 0 for 1 with ground out to the third baseman Thornton in the first. Got the day off yesterday after collecting a couple of knocks against the Otterbots on Friday. Steinhaus on the right on right. He deals. Misses inside with the changeup. 1-0. Comes home, hit in the air left side, and a diving Youcher took him to his knees, but he brings it in. It was hit on a line off the bat of Peyton Miller, but once again, Andrew Steinhaus continuing to work through this Greenville order. Brings up Ezra McNaughton, and not an easy out to get here. The DH lined out to the second baseman his first time up, but batting .383 with 10 home runs. Leads the Appy League by 5 in that department. Nobody else has more than 5 home runs. McNaughton has 10. First pitch in the right on left is taken right down the middle for a called strike. Another pitch that Steinhaus might have gotten away from, but right now the right-hander from Radford attacking the zone early and often. The 0-1 to the third hitting McNaughton. Slider dips in at the feet, and McNaughton holds for ball 1. Day off tomorrow for both teams. We're playing just 7 tonight in the Appy League. We'll go back at it 6 games in 6 days, starting on Tuesday. 1-1. Swung on, fly to left field, back on it Jackson, and he hauls it in for out number 3. Andrew Steinhaus continuing to work. He's gone 12 up and sent 12 down here in Burlington. Halfway home in Saukville, it's Sock Puppets with a 1-0 lead. First call to the bullpen for the Greenville Flyboys comes ahead of the bottom of the fourth. Sock Puppets with a 1-0 lead. Matthew Egan's day is done. He turns to the right-hander from Frostburg State, the sophomore at 6'3", 210 pounds, Christian Bonilla, leaving the starter Matthew Egan, who went 3 innings. We'll get you his final line right after Bonilla begins his day to the righty swinging first baseman Caden Combs. 1 for 1 with the single. Bonilla making his 9th appearance, a 2-1 record with a 9.28 ERA. He's thrown 10 2/3, given up 14 hits, 11 runs, all 11 earned, 10 walks, 13 strikeouts, an opposing batting average of .311. Right on right, first pitch to Combs. This is inside above the knees, ball 1. So Matthew Egan, in his 5th start of the season, goes just 3 innings after his longest outing a week ago where he went 5 1/3 against Bluefield. Pitch taken for a called strike across the heart. 1-1 on Combs. Egan goes 3 innings, gives up 3 hits, 1 run. It was not earned. No walks and 2 strikeouts. It was a pass ball that brought in Jennings, so the run doesn't come in earned as the 0-2 is cut on and missed. Fastball on the outer third. And Combs is punched out for the first time tonight and for the 22nd time this summer. And check that, it's actually a 1-2 count. So everyone now on the same page. 1-2 with nobody out and the base is clear. Up and away, ball 2. Combs singled in the first. It was the first base hit that Matthew Egan allowed. 5 straight games that Caden Combs has recorded a hit and a 2-2 count. This is outside, count runs full. Leading off here in the bottom of the 4th. Burlington with that 1-0 lead. Bonilla sets and offers. In the dirt, ball 4. Caden Combs works a leadoff walk. Brings in Bromley Thornton. Back-to-back frames where the Sock Puppets have put their leadoff man on. It was Zach Jackson in the 3rd, now Caden Combs in the 4th. Brings in the righty swinging 3rd baseman from UNC Wilmington, Bromley Thornton, batting .222 this summer. Had his best game of the summer back on Wednesday, 2 for 4 with 5 RBIs, including a 3-run bomb opposite field over the right field wall as the first pitch to Thornton misses up and in. Combs not a base-stealing threat, being held on at first by Akers right now. He's yet to attempt a swipe bag, especially with no outs here in the bottom of the 4th. We're only playing 7 today, so already into the back half of this one. 1-0. Outside, taken for ball 2. Everyone with a day off tomorrow. And back after it on Tuesday. Sock Puppets head to Bristol for a 2-game set. Kingsport heads to Greenville as the Flyboys will host a couple of matchups against the Axemen. 2-0, chopped and fouled. 93-mile-an-hour fastball up and in. Combs not a big lead off of first. 2-1 count right now on Bromley Thornton. Two-way utility man from Wilmington, North Carolina. As he swings and foul tips a 2-1 offering. So a couple of new balls being put in play, hand delivered by the home plate umpire James Chestnut, who gives the catcher Dylan Jackson a few seconds to catch his breath and regroup. Chestnut checks on him. Jackson said he's good to go. 2-2 the count. Nobody out. Runner on first. Bottom of the fourth. Burlington leading Greenville 1-0. After a high-scoring affair a night ago, 22 combined runs. We've seen just one through the first 3.5 innings. 2-2. Swung on the ground, pass short and into left field. Back. Bromley Thornton singles, and Burlington's got 2 on and no outs here in the fourth. Brings up Preston Youcher, who flew out to the right fielder his first time up. Quick meeting between Dylan Jackson and the reliever Christian Bonilla. Here in his first inning of work out of the pen, relieving Matthew Egan. Starter for the Flyboys threw just 46 pitches. Right on right to Youcher. As Bonilla winds, fires. Youcher squares to bunt. He offered at it, strike one. He did not make contact. Kim and Akers, the corner infielders, were on the move, ready to field it. Lines it into right center field. Hare brings it in. Combs looks to tag, but instead pulls back to second. So Youcher showed bunt, then brought it back. Swings it into right center field. There's one down. Couple of flyouts for Youcher here in the bottom of the fourth. Burlington with a 1-0 lead. Brings in Wade Shelley, 1 for 1 with a single. Combs on second, Thornton off of first. Nobody being held on. One down. Sock Puppets leading 1-0. Bonilla shakes off one suggestion from Jackson, now another. Then he nods, comes set above the belt. Brings it home. Inside, ball one. Combs walked, he's off of second. Thornton currently put on first, he singled. Now he paces off the bag. Sizable lead for both, neither being held on. 1-0 the count, right on right. Bonilla delivers. Swung on, foul tipped. Shelley back in the lineup for the first time since Tuesday. It was a late scratch Wednesday with a strained rotator cuff. So after 5 days off, back in the lineup. Hitting 6th today. Showed no rust his first time up, though. Delivered a single. 1-1. Looks at strike two. 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Down and away, but dots that outside corner. Shelley behind in the count, 1-2. Two on for the first time today for Burlington. 1-2. Fouled back. Another 92-mile-an-hour fastball up and in. 1-2 on Shelley. Right fielder heading to Auburn. For just joining us, you haven't missed much. Everything happened in the bottom of the third. Chance Jennings scored on a pass ball. That's the lone tally in this one. 1-2, one gone. The pitch fouled out of play. Right side, heading towards the bleachers. 2/3 of the way up for strike two. Brian Carruthers on deck, the catcher from St. Bonaventure. Bonilla already has fired 18 pitches. There's just one away here in his first inning of work. The 1-2 Swung on, hit on the ground, past the diving Peyton Miller and into left field. Pettiford gives Combs the windmill. The throw not in time. Burlington pads its lead. It's 2-0 after an RBI single from Wade Shelley. 5 days off, it doesn't matter for the right fielder. He's 2 for 2 today, and Burlington's got a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the fourth. So Combs, who walked, came all the way around to score. Right there from second, getting the wave from Pettiford. Brings in Brian Carruthers, who grounded into an inning-ending double play back in the second after a Wade Shelley single. Thornton to second. First pitch to Carruthers is up and in for a called strike. Carruthers didn't like it. Towards that inner third. Finds the zone of home plate umpire James Chestnut. Still one away. Bromley Thornton on second, Wade Shelley on first, and now the reliever Bonilla steps off and looks at second, but does not throw. Right on right, Bonilla deals. Check swing, the appeal down to the base umpire, Denias Johnson. He says Carruthers did not cross. 1-1 on the catcher, batting .288, but hitting .333 with runners on. He's got a couple aboard right now. It's Bromley Thornton on second, Wade Shelley on first. One. Inside, but does not locate the inner third. 2-1, Carruthers works ahead. The catcher with some pretty substantially better splits in front of the home crowd as opposed to when the catcher is away. Swinging .358 at Burlington Athletic Stadium and just .158 on the road. 2-1, down and in, called strike. 93-mile-an-hour fastball at the knees, 2-2. Drew Maddox up in the Greenville bullpen, but right now 2-2 from Bonilla to Carruthers. Swing and a miss. Bonilla heads off the mound. He lets out a yell towards that first base dugout, a much-needed strikeout after Bonilla had already allowed a walk and 2 hits, giving up a run here in his first inning out of the pen. Now with 2 outs, Zach Jackson steps in. The left fielder batting .500 this summer with 2 outs on him. 1 for 1 with a single. Right on left, Bonilla checks second, delivers home. Called strike on the inner third. Burlington leading 2-0 in the bottom of the fourth. After both sides traded scoreless frames in the first 2, Sock Puppets have plated 1 in each of the prior 2 innings. 0-1 at the knees, called strike. .0-2 on Zach Jackson. Began the third inning with a single. He was erased from the base paths after a fielder's choice that Chance Jennings, who's currently on deck, reached aboard. Came around to score the game's first run. 0-2, Thornton off of second, Shelley off of first. Bonilla deals the 0-2. Popped up left side, out of play. Jackson, one of just 2 left-handed hitters in this lineup today for Burlington. Usually about as close to a 50-50 split as manager Anthony Essien can get, but today, a heavy right-handed lineup. Right on left, Bonilla kicks and fires, hit on the ground, right side, through for a base hit. Bromley Thornton, the windmill from Pettiford, first to third. Here comes Shelley, the throw comes into third, it's late. Jackson advances to second on the throw, and Burlington extends its lead once again. An RBI single from Zach Jackson. He's 2 for 2 today. Sock Puppets, after losing by 12 yesterday, have taken a 3-0 advantage in the bottom of the fourth. Burlington blazing on the base paths, taking the extra 90 feet whenever they can. Zach Jackson and Wade Shelley both do it there. So now bottom of the fourth, 3-0 in favor of the Sock Puppets. Chance Jennings, the 9th hitting center fielder. Reached on a fielder's choice, came around to score, but a chance with 2 in scoring position for him to break this game open. Drew Maddox still up and throwing in the Greenville bullpen. Bonilla in his first inning. Pitch, down in the dirt, ball 1. So Matthew Egan, who drew the start and went 3 innings, giving up just 3 hits. Bonilla, through his first frame, has already allowed that and given up more runs. 1-0. Down and away, ball 2. Egan went 3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It wasn't earned. Jennings came in on the pass ball. No walks, 2 strikeouts for the starter from Queens University Charlotte. Now Bonilla getting roughed up here in the bottom of the fourth. 2-0. Up and in at the letters. Jennings holds. 93-mile-an-hour fastball, but an easy take there from the center fielder. Bonilla. Pitch right down the middle, an easy take. Jennings was looking all the way. Hardly lifted it over his right shoulder. It's 3-1. Still 2 outs. Jackson delivered that RBI single with 2 down. Inter today batting .500 with 2 outs, raising that average. 3-1. On the outer third, called strike, and after Bonilla was behind 3-0, he's moved the count to full. 3-2 with 2 away. First base open. The pitch. This is outside and a walk to Jennings. Burlington now sending its 8th hitter to the plate. It's DJ Merriweather, the DH from Austin P. With the bases juiced, bottom of the fourth, and a mound visit coming from Greenville. Could it be the end of Christian Bonilla's day? We'll find out on the other side. We'll take a quick break. Burlington has already tacked on 2 in the home half. They lead it 4-0.
I wanna dance in the lights. I wanna rock your body. I wanna go for a ride. Hop in the music and rock your body. I wanna dance in the lights. I wanna rock your body. I wanna go for a ride. Hop in the music and rock your body. Come on, yeah. Rock your body. Come on, yeah. Rock your body.
Christian Bonilla, the first call out of the pen for Greenville, doesn't even last a full frame. He departs with the bases loaded and 2 gone, a 3-0 deficit. Sock Puppets have already tallied 2 here in the home half of the 4th. But it's Drew Maddox now making his 11th appearance, a 2.81 ERA across 16 innings of work. He's given up 12 hits, 10 runs, but only half earned. He's given up 5 in that category. 8 walks, double the strikeouts. He's punched out 16 so far, an opposing batting average of 200. He'll face the leadoff designated hitter, DJ Merriweather, and a right-on-left bout with 3 aboard here for Burlington, trying to break this game open. Playing just 7 innings here on Appy League Sundays. Right now, the Sock Puppets in firm control of a major bounce-back victory after falling 17-5 a night ago to the Flyboys. Maddox, the 6'5", 210-pound right-hander from Tennessee Tech. The sophomore toes the mound. Facing the DH from Austin Peay, who's 0 for 2 today. Filling in for the late scratch, Ariel Antigua. Right on left, Maddox nods at the backstop. Jackson set to deal his first pitch. It's on the way. First offering's a fastball downstairs, taken for ball 1. Shelley on third. He had an RBI single. Jackson on second. He also had an RBI knock, and Chance Jennings aboard at first. He walked. 1-0 to Merriweather. Below the bottom rail, he takes again, 2-0. Andrew Steinhaus getting a little bit of a longer rest in that third base dugout. He's thrown 47 pitches so far through his first 4 frames. 1 hit, no walks, 4 punch-outs for the right-hander from Radford. Maddox sets and deals. Swing and a miss. Change up on the bottom half. Burlington leading 3-0. Flyboys coming off their biggest victory of the summer. Burlington, its widest defeat of the summer. Trying to bounce back tonight. The 2-1. Taken for a called strike. Back to the fastball. Battled with the 7 batters. 2-2. Tap foul. Maddox doing a much better job at flooding the zone. Bonilla ended his day with 34 pitches, 21 for strikes. His line not final as all 3 base runners right now still the reliever's responsibility. Maddox trying to get Greenville out of the jam and keep the lead at 3. 2-2. Swung on, broken bat, lifted high in the air, right field. Jordan back on the track, and he hauls it in for out number 2. That ball was cranked in a broken bat situation, a rarity. It traveled 329 feet, but a little too far to the left of that 300-foot pole down the right field line. Burlington still scores a couple of runs, and it makes it a 3-0 game. Andrew Steinhaus quickly back to the mound. Here on the other side, this is the home of Sock Puppets Baseball. Into the fifth, Burlington with a 3-0 lead. A little bit more run support for the right-handed starter from Radford, Andrew Steinhaus, who walks up the hill, ready to face the 4-5-6 hitters for the second time today. Lane Akers, the first baseman, steps in the right-handed side. He's got the lone hit off of Steinhaus today. He singled in the second, and he digs back in here in the fifth. Playing just 7 innings, Andrew Steinhaus trying to go deep into this one. Out of the windup, his first offering is swung on and missed. Cutter upstairs, and Akers went after it. First baseman that got the day off yesterday did not play in his freshman summer with Middle Tennessee State. The 0-1 takes on the outer edge, called strike. One for 4 with 3 RBIs. A couple of nights ago in Danville. Otterbots walked off the Flyboys, but Greenville bounced back last night. 0-2, flare down the right field line. Trouble if it's fair, and it does. Around first, Akers wheeling on his way to second. Shelley having a tough time fielding it out of the corner, and he throws all the way into second. A strong throw keeps Akers put across the diamond. Leadoff man aboard, and Lane Akers 2 for 2 today. So Steinhaus has surrendered 2 knocks, and both to the first baseman from Middle Tennessee State. Brings in Cameron Kim, third baseman from UCLA. Right on right, Kim struck out swinging in the second. Steinhaus looks over his right shoulder to second. Now sends it home. Up and in, ball 1. Nobody up in the Burlington bullpen. That was just Steinhaus's 51st pitch of the game. Greenville on its 3rd arm today. Top of the 5th, Sock Puppets leading 3-0. The pitch. Inside at the belt. 2-0 on Kim. Sent a 3-run shot out of the yard a night ago. Ready to transfer to Cal State Fullerton in the fall. 2-0. Steinhaus behind in the count right now. He deals. Tapped foul. Fastball on the top shelf. Kim in the hitter's advantage wanted to get after it. Two-one right now on Kim. Drew a couple of walks as well a night ago. 2-1. Inside at the belt. 3-1, true hitter's advantage for Cameron Kim. Batted .286 with the Bruins this spring. Right now in a 3-1 count. Steinhaus winds and fires. Wind right side, out of play for ball, or strike 2 rather. Count runs full. Kim batting .169 with runners in scoring position. He's got Akers over on second, who had a leadoff double. Steinhaus comes set. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the mitt of Carruthers for strike 3. Kim 0 for 2 with a couple of punch outs, both on the forwards variety. 1 down, top of the 5th. In steps Jace Patton, the right-handed second baseman, swinging it at a .263 clip this summer. Grounded into an inning-ending double play in the second. That was after Akers singled, but right now the first baseman doubled. Right on right, Steinhaus. Comes set and forward. Outside, 92-mile-an-hour two-seamer, 1-0. Steinhaus, the pitch. Called strike. Bottom shelf. Nice location from Andrew Steinhaus, making his 5th start of the summer. Dylan Jackson on deck. Junior from Long Beach State. Right now, Steinhaus just trying to work to retire Jace Patton. 2-1, hit on the ground left side, past a diving Bromley Thornton. It skipped off his glove, but Zach Jackson comes up throwing runners on the corners after Jace Patton singles for consecutive nights. Akers over to third, still just 1 out, top of the 5th. Brings up Dylan Jackson. The catcher did not play yesterday in game 1 of this 2-game set. Right on right, Steinhaus the pitch. Over the head of Jackson, ball 1. Biggest miss of the night for the right-handed starter. Greenville has tallied 3 hits against the right-hander, and 2 have come in this inning. Runners on the corners. 1-0, 1 away. Steinhaus the pitch, inside, and it hits Jackson square in the back. Loads the bases. So Steinhaus trying to work around this bases-loaded jam. He'll do it against the 8th hitting left fielder, TJ Adams, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out. So the second baseman back in the 3rd. But Adams has been clutch at the plate, hitting .417 with runners in scoring position, and Dave Schmidt out from the Burlington dugout. And he'll bring the infield in for a quick mound visit. 1 down, top of the 5th. Sock Puppets leading 3-0, but Flyboys threatening here in the 5th. Andrew Steinhaus for the first time today feeling a little bit of pressure. He's got the bases loaded and just 1 out, but the bottom of the order due up for the Flyboys. TJ Adams, the 8th hitting left fielder from Arizona, digs in the right side. On deck, it's Micah Jordan. Defense playing him straight up. Bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch, hit on the ground, left side, a chance for 2. Yaucher to second for 1. Fernandez the relay in time. Andrew Steinhaus after the mound visit from Dave Schmidt. It takes just 1 pitch to retire the side. TJ Adams goes 6-4-3, and Burlington spins it to get out of the inning unblemished. Into the bottom of the 5th, Orlando Fernandez, Caden Combs, and Bromley Thornton due up, trying to back this 3-0 lead. Bottom of the fifth, Burlington leading 3-0. Drew Maddox returns for his second inning of work, this time with a clean frame, relieving Christian Bonilla, who didn't even finish out his first inning of work. His Lions gone final. He went 2/3, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs. Both were earned, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. It could have been worse, but Drew Maddox came in and left the bases loaded. First pitch to Orlando Fernandez. Misses outside. Slider that tailed away from the righty swinging second baseman. 1-0. The pitch. Swung on, grounded up the middle, through for a base hit. Orlando Fernandez was 0 for 2 today until that leadoff knock here in the bottom of the fifth puts the leadoff man aboard here with a 3-0 Sock Puppets lead. 92 miles an hour off the bat. Drew Maddox, 2.76 ERA entering tonight. Now Caden Combs digs in. Recorded a hit in 5 consecutive games. He was 4 entering today. He singled in the first. His last time up, he walked, came around to score. Gave Burlington a 2-0 lead that they extended to 3 after an RBI single from Zach Jackson. First pitch to Combs on the outside corner, just misses. Ball 1 to the first baseman, Combs. One for 3 with a couple of RBIs last night. One of the few bright spots in that 17-5 loss. The 1-0 from Maddox. Outside at the knees, 2-0. Fernandez has stolen 8 bases this summer. He got 1 a night ago against the Flyboys. Giving Greenville a taste of its own medicine. It's a Flyboys team that runs early and often. Leads the Appy League in bases stolen. 2-0 on Combs. Swung on line down the right field line, curling out of play, and it's into the concourse. Takes a hop and skips into the parking lot. 2-1. Combs digs back in, taps the plate a couple of times, readies it over his right shoulder after Maddox comes set. And a check on first, Fernandez back standing. Wayne Akers, the first baseman, didn't bother applying the tag. Maddox, one of the better Flyboys relievers. It's a Greenville bullpen that ranks 6th in the Appy League with a 5.23 earned run average. 2-1, Fernandez takes off now, returns to first, but it's lashed out of play. 2-2 on Combs. Slider away, Combs just poked at it. It's a nice job out of the pen for Drew Maddox. Inherited 3 runners, didn't let any cross the plate. Gave up a leadoff single to Orlando Fernandez, though. Trying to keep this lead at just 3. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Combs down for the first time tonight. Forwards K, and Maddox collects his first punch out of the game. Bromley Thornton 1 for 2. Singled and scored his last time up. Orlando Fernandez on first and a 3-0 Burlington lead. Andrew Steinhaus, the starter for Burlington, has been phenomenal. 5 innings, just 3 hits, no walks, and 5 strikeouts for the right-hander from Radford. Nobody up in either pen. First pitch here to Thornton. Taken outside, ball 1. Thornton, the 2-way utility man from UNC Wilmington. Delivered his first home run of the summer back on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, got the start for the Sock Puppets. Went 3 innings, gave up just 1 hit. The pitch from Maddox. Called strike. Outside corner, 1-1. Game 5 of a 5-game homestand for Burlington. Here in front of the Sock Puppets faithful. They'll hit the road on Tuesday, beginning a 6-game road stretch. 1-1. Fernandez on the move. The pitch outside, and it skips away from Jackson. Rolls to the backstop. Fernandez wheels, turns for third. Feet first slide. The throw offline, and Orlando Fernandez goes first to third after an errant offering from Drew Maddox. Burlington's got another run just 90 feet away with one down in the bottom of the fifth. Fernandez hit the gas right there. And now the infield draws in. Thornton with 13 RBIs this summer. Back in the lineup today after getting a day off yesterday. Batting cleanup. Third baseman hitting .222 this summer. The 2-1. Just misses outside. Thornton flinched at it. It was a slider that tailed away from the righty. 3-1. Fernandez on third. Hitter's advantage to Thornton. The pitch at the knees on that bottom rail for a called strike. 3-2. Maddox collects himself. From the belt, he brings it forward. Swung on, grounded, right side past a diving Akers into right field. It brings home Fernandez. Bromley, Thornton's 14th RBI of the summer, gives Burlington a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the fifth. Infield came in, and Bromley Thornton with that poke to the opposite side ended up coming back to cost Greenville, bringing those infielders in. Wasn't hit hard, but Bromley Thornton just poked it. It was a slider down and away, well outside the zone. But Thornton does his job, and Burlington's got a 4-0 lead, and Preston Youcher digs in the right side. From the stretch, Maddox fires. Fastball on the top shelf, called strike. Thornton being held on by Akers. Has only attempted one stolen base this summer. He was safe. 0-1, still one away. The pitch in the dirt. Ball one. One the count, one down. Bottom of the fifth, Burlington leading 4-0. Thornton inches off the base, still being held on by Akers. From the stretch, slider up and in, called strike. One-two on Youcher, who's hitless in a couple of plate appearances today. Flow to the right fielder in the second, center fielder in the fourth. 1-2. Check swing. He went around. Above the letters for strike three. Youcher 0 for 3 today now. Drew Maddox gets his second strikeout of the game. Thornton still on first. And Wade Shelley, who's 2 for 2 today after getting 5 days off. Recovering from that strained rotator cuff. He's shown no signs of rust here in this one. Rising freshman heading to Auburn, facing Maddox for the first time today. 2 down, bottom of the fifth. Pitch at the knees for a called strike. 88-mile-an-hour fastball, 0-1. Greenville and Burlington traded a couple of scoreless frames in the first 2 innings. But since then, Sock Puppets have plated 4 in the last 3. 0-1 and the right on right from Maddox. Slider away, taken for ball one. Shelley 10 RBIs this season. He's got Thornton, the lone base runner, at first. He singled and drove in Fernandez. 1-1. Outer third. Dots that corner for a called strike. Shelley brings his left foot out of the batter's box. Stares down that third base line. Gets a couple of signs from Torrey Pettiford. Regains his footing. Set to face the 1-2. 2 down here in the bottom of the fifth. Sock Puppets leading 4-0. Pitch high, and Thornton takes off late. Jackson had to spring from his crouch to prevent that one from rolling to the backstop. And Burlington now with another runner in scoring position. A slider. That was nearly in the dirt. Once again, Jackson across his body. Count runs full here to Shelley with first base open. Brian Carruthers on deck, the catcher from St. Bonaventure. Maddox in his first clean frame out of the pen. The payoff. Taken downstairs, ball 4. Burlington with 2 on here in the bottom of the fifth. Brian Carruthers, who's 0 for 2 today. One for his last 12. The backstop struggling here lately. But with 2 on and 2 away, a chance to get back on the right foot. This Burlington Ball Club as a whole trying to get back on the right foot after last night's 17-5 loss to Greenville. It was the Sock Puppets' largest loss of the summer. Committed 5 errors, gave 22 free passes to the Flyboys offense. Right on right, first pitch to Carruthers. Swung on, grounded left side. Foul ball. Pettiford, third base coach, thought it was fair, and that would have done damage with 2 gone. Runners on the move, right on contact. But instead, the ruling from James Chestnut, the home plate umpire, just a 2-man umpiring crew here in the Appy League. Being assisted on the bases by Denias Johnson. Instead, 0-1 on Carruthers with 2 on and 2 gone. Maddox deals. Swing and a miss. Slider down. Carruthers over the top of it for strike 2. Went after the first pitch, had a chance to do damage, but Greenville catches a break. Trying to escape this frame and leave 2 aboard. 4-0, Sock Puppets lead. 0-2 from Maddox. Jackson sets up outside. The pitch is outside, and Carruthers holds for ball 1. After a couple of days off, Carruthers back in the lineup. He was 0 for 2 with 3 walks back on Thursday and a loss to Bristol. 2-1. Pitch from Maddox. Taken beneath the bottom rail for ball 2. Good take there from Brian Carruthers. After being behind 0-2, he works it into an even count. Hitting .333 this summer with runners on. He's got Thornton over at second, Shelley on first. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. Check that, it was a 2-2. Carruthers waves on the slider outside, and that retires the side. Back-to-back punch-outs for the catcher from St. Bonaventure. We're through 5 in a 7-inning game in Burlington, and Andrew Steinhaus returns to work on the other side. Night after the Burlington pitching staff collectively surrendered 22 free passes to Greenville, Andrew Steinhaus takes the hill for his 6th inning of work, and he has yet to give up a singular walk. He's gone 5 innings, 3 hits, 5 punch-outs for the right-handed starter from Radford, facing the 9-1-2 hitters here in the top of the 6th with a 4-0 Sock Puppets lead. From the belt, it'll be a right-on-right bout between Steinhaus and the right fielder Micah Jordan. First pitch swung on, lofted into shallow right field. Fernandez back to second baseman, makes an over-the-shoulder grab for the first out. Good jump from the infielder to get out there about 10-15 feet in that outfield grass. Shelley wouldn't have gotten there in time. The right fielder came in, but it would have dropped if Fernandez, who started that at-bat with his feet in the outfield grass, ends up saving a leadoff base runner. First pitch now to the leadoff center fielder, Reed Hare. He squares to bunt, pulls back. It's the right call, ball 1. Bromley Thornton, the third baseman, was on the charge from third. He's got both feet in the infield grass. 1-0, Steinhaus. Down and in, ball 2. In and out of the mitt of Carruthers. It's 2-0 on Hare, who has gone down swinging in both appearances with 5 RBIs. Last night, 3-0 down the pipe, called strike. Hare walked 4 times in that 17-5 win over Burlington. Sock Puppets with their first 3-game losing streak of the summer. 3-1. Just misses the outside corner. Steinhaus liked the spot. First walk of the game for the right-hander. Top of the 6th, Burlington leading 4-0. 1 man on, it's Hare on first. And Peyton Miller, shortstop from Gonzaga, 0 for 2. Ground out and a line out. Got the day off yesterday, batting second today. Steinhaus a check on first, not in time. Hare 8 for 8 in stolen base attempts this summer. It's a Greenville offense that has swiped 77 bags as a unit entirely. Ranks atop the Appy League. They've been caught stealing just 10 times. First pitch to Miller, swung on, lofted deep in the air, center field. Chance Jennings back on it. He reels it in for out number 1. He throws to first, heavy off the bag, Hare, but he's back standing. It was down the right field line, but Combs on a couple of hops fields it. Gets it back to Steinhaus with 2 down in the top of the 6th. Strong throw there from Jennings. Just to make sure Hare stays honest. Brings up Ezra McNaughton. He's been silent tonight, but we know how quickly he can make a difference. Batting .383, 10 home runs this summer. First pitch to him, misses down and away. 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs a night ago. The freshman from BYU. He's driven 36 across. 1-0. Steinhaus deals. Up and away, ball 2. 91-mile-an-hour two-seamer. McNaughton played first yesterday, DHing today. The pitch, taken at the letters. 3-0 now on McNaughton. Lined out to the second baseman his first time up. Flew out to the left fielder his last trip. That was in the 4th. Back here in the 6th, we play just 7 on Sundays in the Appy League. Burlington just 4 outs away from picking up a major bounce-back win. 3-0 outside, 4-pitch walk to McNaughton. So Steinhaus gets through the first 5 frames without allowing a free pass, and he's given up a pair here in the 6th. And a chance for Greenville to do damage and maybe its best chance right here with Lane Akers stepping in, 2 for 2 today. .519 on-base percentage with 2 outs. There's 2 down here with 2 on. Right on right. Steinhaus, the offering. First pitch swung on and lifted right side. Foul ground, Combs over. It's into the first row of the bleachers for strike 1. Akers did not play yesterday. Adding cleanup today. It's been the right call so far for the skipper, Jack Wilson. Greenville has tallied 3 hits against the starter Steinhaus. 2 have come off the bat of the righty swinging first baseman Akers. In the 0-1. 92-mile-an-hour fastball just misses that top shelf. One and one on Akers. Jason Johnson up and loosening in the pen for Burlington. Steinhaus trying to get through this 6th. Pitch swung on. Skied. Shallow right field. Fernandez, the second baseman, calls off Combs, and with 1 foot in fair ground and 1 foot in foul territory, he hauls it in for out number 3. Steinhaus works around a couple of walks to retire the side. He's through 6, and he's been lights out on the hill for Burlington. To the home half, Zach Jackson, Chance Jennings, and DJ Merriweather due up for the Puppets. (8-9-1) due up for Burlington, holding a 4-0 lead, trying to get through 7, but some dark clouds that have set upon deep in center field might prevent this one from getting through the full 7. Nonetheless, those Sock Puppets coming to the plate with a chance to add on to that 4-run advantage. Lefty, righty, lefty, Zach Jackson, Chance Jennings, and DJ Merriweather the minimum. Facing the reliever, Drew Maddox, who's gone 1 1/3. He's thrown 34 pitches already. Set to face Zach Jackson for the first time today, who's 2 for 2 with an RBI single in his last trip to the dish. Jackson entered today 1 for his last 17. He was 0 for 4 with a strikeout last night. Maddox winds and fires first pitch. Fastball on the inner third. Called strike. 0-1 on Jackson, who has really stepped up here today. Burlington 4 runs on 8 hits. 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 on the left fielder from Duke. Set to transfer to Virginia in the fall. One of 2 left-handed hitters in this Burlington lineup today. Maddox shakes off one side from Jackson, now nods and deals. Down and in. Jackson holds. Ball 1. So Jason Johnson up and throwing in the Burlington bullpen. Seems like, at least for the time being, going to try and play these full 7 innings. 1-2. Fouled back. Tarp crew was out, and manning the tarp in case those clouds started to bring in some rain. But instead they've backed off. 1-2, bases clear, nobody out. Burlington just needs 3 more outs in the top half of the 7th. 1-2. Slider outside at the bell, 2-2. League-wide day off tomorrow. Greenville hosts Kingsport for a 2-game set. Starting Tuesday, Burlington hits the road for Bristol. 2-2 swung on, driven deep in the air. Center field, Reed Hare back towards the gap, and he makes the play on the move for the first out. So we'll wait and see if it's Andrew Steinhaus or Jason Johnson to get the 7th for the Sock Puppets. Steinhaus threw over 100 pitches in his last outing. That was 2 weeks ago. He's thrown 77 today. Right-hander has been shut down for Burlington. Brings in Chance Jennings with 1 down and the base is clear. Maddox to his windup. Misses outside, ball 1. Some action starting to get up in the Greenville bullpen. Looks like it's A.J. Diaz and Colin Adams. 1-0 fouled back. 1-1 on Jennings. But if Greenville can't score anything in the top of the 7th, this game would be over. Unless Jack Wilson elects to go to the pen earlier. 1-1. Last foul, right side. 1-2 the count. Jennings, the center fielder, opened the game scoring when he crossed the plate in the 3rd. It was on a pass ball from the starter Matthew Egan. Drew Maddox, the 3rd arm for the Flyboys today, relieving Christian Bonilla. 1-2. Slider outside, 2-2. Maddox getting his 2nd clean inning. He entered with the bases loaded, stranded them all. 2-2. Grounded, a couple of hops. Right side, gloved by the first baseman Akers. Tosses to a covering Maddox, who steps on the base, beats Jennings by a step and a half. 2 up, 2 down to begin Maddox's frame here in the 6th. Brings up the leadoff DJ Merriweather. Merriweather 0 for 3 today. Was expected to have the day off. But after Ariel Antigua had to be scratched late, Merriweather slid in, batting leadoff from that left side. Out of the windup, pitch swung on, lined foul, left side, out of play for strike 1. Strikeout in the 1st, ground out in the 3rd, a fly out in the 4th. Merriweather has put it in play in a variety of ways. Right now behind 0-1 with the bases clear. 2 down. The pitch inside at the feet of Merriweather. He holds, ball 1. Jason Johnson up and throwing now for Burlington. One. Swing and a miss. Merriweather behind 1-2. Was 0 for 4 last night. Batting .311 this summer. The 2-way from Austin Peay, just hitting this summer for Burlington though. So 1-2 comes home. Inside, below the knees. 2-2 on Merriweather with Orlando Fernandez on deck. Led the 5th inning off with a single. Time will tell if we see him in the 6th. Starting to get a little bit of wind here. This 2-2 is driven foul. Some gusts moving from left to right across the field. American flag that sits beyond that right field wall, blowing heavily out of the park. 2-2. Foul back. Merriweather spoils another 2-strike offering. Maddox has thrown 51 pitches already today in his 11th appearance of the summer. 2-2. Up and away. Merriweather works the count full. Egan got the start for Greenville. It was his 5th of the summer. Gave up 3 hits, 1 run. It wasn't earned. Payoff. Lifted, left side, and out of play. Merriweather working deep into this at bat. He's already seen 9 pitches. Base is clear. Right on left. The pitch from Maddox. Swung on. Blooper right side. Sinking fast in front of the right fielder, Micah Jordan, for a base hit. 10-pitch at bat goes by way of DJ Merriweather, a 2-out base runner for the Puppets in the bottom of the 6th. Brings in Orlando Fernandez. Continuing to get gloomier and gloomier here in Burlington. And a mound visit's just going to extend this game even longer. It seems like these clouds are inevitably going to break through with rain. As we just sit and wait for us trying to get through these 7 innings. Burlington trying to get back in the win column. They've lost 3 in a row for the first time this summer. They'd only lost back-to-back games twice over the course of 2025. This, though, their first 3-game losing skid, happening at the wrong time. With Bluefield trending upwards, they've taken a 2-game advantage on first place as we head into the home stretch of the summer. Mound visit breaks. Maddox versus Fernandez. The offering. Down and away, ball 1. Pulaski and Elizabethton went into extra innings today. River Turtles took that one in extras. River Riders tried to come up with a late comeback, but couldn't complete it. 1-0 on Fernandez. At the knees, called strike. Kingsport did take down Bluefield today, 6-2. That one has gone final in favor of the Axemen, so Bluefield drops to 20-13. Burlington, who entered today with a 2-game deficit on that first place, with a win, would cut it to just 1 game. 1-1 fouled back out of play. And similarly for Greenville, who took a half-game advantage on the Axemen. Now that lead could be reversed as Kingsport wins, and if this score holds, Flyboys would drop down a half game to the Axemen, but a comfortable lead in playoff positioning for those two. The next best team is Elizabethton, which sits currently 4.5 games back. 1-2, high chopper left side, charging Miller, only plays at first, he goes, it's there in time. 6-3, the put out to retire the side in the 6th, and after a 10-pitch at bat, DJ Merriweather single. We go to the 7th inning. It's Andrew Steinhaus trying to go 7 strong here in B-Town. On the other side, Burlington, a chance to close it down. Just 24 hours ago, the Burlington Sock Puppets surrendered a season-high 17 runs to Greenville. Now, Andrew Steinhaus takes the mound with a chance deliver a complete game shutout. The right-hander from Radford gains the mound, facing the 5-6-7 hitters, a trio of righties, Cameron Kim, Jace Patton, and Dylan Jackson, with a 4-0 lead here in the top of the 7th. We played just 7 innings here on Sundays in the Appy League. Steinhaus facing Kim for the 3rd time today. Third baseman 0 for 2 with a couple of swinging strikeouts from the windup. First pitch, down and in, called strike, 91-mile-an-hour two-seam. Kim has recorded hits in 3 consecutive games, in danger of losing that streak right here as the 0-1 misses inside. 1-1 on Kim. Batted .286 with UCLA this spring. Making his 22nd appearance with the Flyboys. 1-1 inside. Cutter at the belt. Kim works ahead 2-1. After a couple of scoreless frames to begin this game, Burlington has controlled the back half. 2-1 pitch, swung on, lifted, high in the air, center field, hangs up for Chance Jennings, and the center fielder puts it away for out 1. In steps Jace Patton, the second baseman, batting .263 this summer, 1 for 2 today. Singled back in the 5th, grounded into an inning-ending double play in the 2nd. Steinhaus has allowed just 3 hits so far in this one. Made his last appearance 14 days ago. Right on right, the first offering. Top shelf, called strike, 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Patton batting .143 with the bases clear. It's that situation right here in the 0-1. Another fastball, this one upstairs, 1-1. 1 for 3 with 3 walks last night for Patton. From the windup, foul tipped into the mid of Carruthers. Patton behind 1-2. Burlington walked 18 batters a night ago. They hit 4 hitters. Gave up 22 combined free passes, 5 errors. It was the messiest game that the Sock Puppets have played all season, but a chance to keep it clean. They lead at 4-0 in the top of the 7th. 1-2. Slider breaks in just inside. 2-2 now on the second baseman, Jace Patton. With the bases clear, Steinhaus kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Andrew Steinhaus has his 6th punch out of the game, and now the right-hander just 1 out away from delivering a shutout victory. Brings in Dylan Jackson, the junior from Long Beach State, 0 for 1 today. Was hit by a pitch his last time up, batting .143 with the bases empty. Nobody on, 2 down. Steinhaus winds and fires. Called strike, up and in, 81-mile-an-hour slider. Jackson being played straight up by the defense. 0-1. Back to the slider, this one up and in. Count evens 1-1. Jackson just 0 for 10 with 7 strikeouts with Long Beach State in the spring. 1-1. Well inside. Cutter above the belt. 2-1. Jackson got the day off yesterday. Was 0 for 4 with a couple of punch-outs on Friday in that walk-off loss to Danville. 2-1 from Steinhaus. Called strike. 90-mile-an-hour two-seamer down and away. Paints that corner. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jackson requests time. It's granted by James Chestnut. Fans to their feet here at Burlington Athletic Stadium. Steinhaus down to his final strike. Set from the belt. He takes a deep breath. Covers his face. Into his motion. The 2-2. Swung on, hit on the ground. Right side to the second baseman, Fernandez. Gloves, throws to first. Dug out by Combs. In time, Andrew Steinhaus goes 7 innings and shuts the door. A complete game shutout victory for the right-hander from Radford. And Burlington, after suffering its largest loss of the season, responds in a big way. It's 4-0. Sock Puppets take it here in Saukville. What a win for Burlington, and that one was much needed. They trimmed the gap on first place to just a game after the Ridge Runners lose to Kingsport, and that just could not have come at a better time. Burlington heading into the home stretch, losing 3 consecutive games, and they finally pick up the win there. 4-0 your final. Andrew Steinhaus gets the win, and you got to be fired up if you're manager Anthony Essien. Six guys get multiple hits for Burlington. Andrew Steinhaus does it all, 7 innings, and gets the